Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video I would like to share with you a very dramatic game played at Tata Steel Chess Masters 2019. This game was played between Anish Giri and Samuel Shankland. Let's see what happened on the board. Giri opened up with e4 and Shankland responded with e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. We have the Italian game, bishop c5 and d3. White is choosing the gioco pianissimo, a very quiet game where white seeks a positional maneuvering game. Actually, I would like to go quickly through the game and let's concentrate only the last part of the game where very dramatic things happened. B4 bishop b6, we have castling king side, c4 knight d7, black is preparing f5, bishop b2 knight d4, knight d2 and f5 is on the board, rook c1, c5, black is stopping any possible advancement on the queen side, where e takes f5, knight takes f5, knight d4, c takes b4, knight takes b6, finally white is getting rid of black's bishop, we have queen g6, rook a1, we see the exchange of rooks on a1, knight f6, and we also see the exchange of knights on f6. Yes, the players are going for simplifications very quickly. King h8, f4, h6. Black is opening up a loop for the king, and after queen e4, we also see the exchange of queens on e4. Rook takes f4, and there it goes, the rooks are also exchanged. e5, d takes e5, bishop takes e5, knight g6. If we have a look at the position, although black has an extra pawn, but white bishop is very active, and now with bishop c7, white is managing to win back the lost pawn. Black responded with b5 in order to give away his pawn in the cost of doubling up white pawns on b file. King g8, and now both players are starting to centralize their kings. Knight h4 check, king takes f4, knight takes g2, king e5, king e7, bishop d6 check, king e8, king e6. Yes, although white king is very active and the bishop is very powerful, but the players have equal chances. Here king d7 was played by Shankland, but knight h4 could have been a more solid alternative. If bishop g3, then king d7, and if you exchange your bishop with the knight on h4 and hurry to start picking up black pawns, then black king is also just in time, and in this race where both pawns are marching towards the 8th rank, actually the players are managing to promote their pawns to a queen just in time, and this is going to end up in a draw. But in our game after king f6 we have king d7, which also allows black to keep the balance. Bishop f8 was played, knight h4, bishop takes h6, knight f3, h3, knight g1, bishop takes g5, knight takes h3, bishop e3. This white bishop is now managing to corner black knight, which probably made a huge psychological impact on Samuel Shankland, and he thought that his position is lost. King d6 was played, king f5, king d5. Of course, Giri knew that the position is drawn, but here is what he said after the game. I thought after b6 he thinks he's lost, so I decided to give it a shot, and with a stone cold face I went b6, and then he extends his hand. Okay, I shake it, and to be sure I ask, did you resign? And he says yes. Okay. But the interesting part is that this position is a draw. Even if white manages to win this knight, then black is managing to defend successfully. Let's take a look at one of the possible lines. If king g4, then king c6, and yes, even if you are managing to win black knight, then the black king is hurrying towards the a8 square, and there is no way to kick out black king from that corner, and yes, this is going to end up in a draw. You can play king c7 and we have a stalemate. And now we can also check our position with 7-piece table base, which is available on lichess.org for free. You can see that all those moves are allowing black to draw the game, and the only losing moves are king c6 or king f4. The reason that king c6 is losing because after king e6, king b5, yes, white king is not allowing black king to hurry towards the a8 square, white will win this pawn on b7 and white is winning. Or instead of playing king c6, if knight f4, then bishop takes f4 is coming. White is controlling this essential diagonal, and yes, again, white is winning. King e6 is very important, and this endgame is hopeless for black. That's why black should always keep alive the possibility of hurrying towards the 8th rank, which can allow black to draw the game. Actually, Giri's game against Samuel Shankland reminded me of Bobby Fischer's game against Boris Spassky, played in the first round of their famous match of the century, where after king b5, king d6, yes, in here Bobby Fischer resigned, because he will also lose his pawn on b7, and this white pawn is unstoppable. In here also, black could draw the game by bringing his king on a8 square, but this white king is successfully safeguarding all the essential squares, and there is no way out. It's white who is winning. There is a similarity, of course, and what I want to repeat again is that never resign without giving a fight. In the end, just want to warm up your brain, please take a look at this position and try to find that winning move for white. I will wait for your answer in the comment section. I hope that you found this game instructive. For more games, consider subscribing to my channel. Also, press the bell button to get notified about new uploads. I will see you in my next video.